Hello and welcome to I'm Every Woman TV. I'm your host, Janette Burke, and today we're going to look at a few exciting things. What did Howie Mandel, Frankie Avalon, and many other stars, as well as Daniel Pollock of Daniel Pollock Accessories, Carrie Root of Carrie Root Art, and more share with me when I went live on location to cover the CNE from a woman's perspective, Howie Mandel went in Toronto at UJA event, and TIFF, Toronto International Film Festival. Well, I'm going to share with you highlights of my special live on location coverage so that you can see the answer to that question. Then we are going to have a little talk about weight loss and you, what's holding you back, with self-love expert, coach, and speaker, Gail Scott, who is in the house with me today. And then we're going to round out the show for you fempreneurs, women in business, with a special magnetic marketing moment on what are you really worth. So stay with us as we now share with you my live on location footage from Howie Mandel UJA event in Toronto, the CNE, exploring it from a woman's perspective, and Toronto International Film Festival. Welcome to I'm Every Woman TV. I'm your host, Janette Burke.
One is worth $200,000, and one case is worth $1 million. You've gone all the way. You have turned down every offer. Oh, yeah!
Hello. My name is Kyle, and this is Darby.
Hi.
How are you? How old are you, Darby?
5 years old.
Why are you two together? What do you do? Well, I started coaching her in cheerleading about 2 years ago, and then we started stunting a little bit.
Wait, you started stunting is what you're saying?
Stunting.
Be really careful, okay, Darby?
Okay.
All right. You don't have to. I was just, this is good. And you're advertising. Don't you think once we're in here, it's kind of too late to advertise? The camera's facing that way. The signs are on the inside. Oh, here we go. There you go. Laughter. I love that you're typing laughter. I don't think they have to read their laughter. They know they're laughing. And why don't you put laughter in brackets? And why are they in quotation marks? And laughter is too long a word. Why don't you just type H-A-H-A-H-A? Don't just type. I didn't say don't just type. I said you have to type. I've never been to one of my shows where I get to read me. Apparently I'm funny. I've got the kind of act you just can't put down. Once you start reading me, apparently I'm funny. When did I say that? The typist is on some sort of 7-second delay. Where is this typist? Is this typist in Toronto? It would have to be because this event is in Toronto, right? This event, because I heard that this is a great honor that the UJA, the mayor of Toronto and Vaughan has, they call this now, this is UJA week, or what did they say? In Vaughan, what is it? UJA week in Toronto. This side. Oh yes, I'm left answering. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Howie.
Hi, person.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Janette.
Hi, Janette. How are you? It's a pleasure to meet you. You're healthy. I'll come over here.
I have a question for you, and it's a bit personal, so I hope you won't mind.
Why are you coming toward me? This is turning out, I thought it would be a nice, like, open conversation. I got a personal question I'm going to ask you. Go ahead.
So the question...
I love the security they have at this event. Like,
Like I'm gonna hurt you.
like she could do anything about it.
So here's the question,
Oh,
okay?
we have IDF singers.
Okay.
Go get you.
My question is, what would you be doing today if you couldn't have capitalized your great comedic talent and you were still in Toronto, selling carpets or doing the lighting business, and just, what would you do? How could you live your life, your dreams different?
Well,
But still capitalize on your talent.
Let me know when the question is. What would you be doing? You answered the question yourself. What would you be doing if you weren't doing this, but you were still selling lighting and carpet? You answered the question. Do you want me to say you're correct? That's what I'd probably be talking to you about, is carpeting, and I did this. Everything I've ever been punished for, expelled for, or hit for is what I seem to get paid for today. I was doing this in the carpet business in Toronto. I don't know if you know this about me, I'm colorblind. You know, I don't know anything about carpet, but I sold a lot, and if you're here, if you were my customer, I'm sorry. But I used to do a lot, I'm going to answer this, and then I'm going to see what you want me to do. You want me to go back and forth, back and forth. So far, this side has not been a great side. We should play over on that side, but it's okay. But you know what? I was in the carpet business, and I didn't know this, but I was in show business because it was like a captive audience. They were captivated in their own home. Like, I would do things like, I remember, because I just wanted to see how people would react. I love awkward situations. I remember going to somebody's house, and then I measured their house, and then I took off my shirt, and the whole family's sitting on the couch, and they're going, what's going on? And then I drew their living room, dining room, and 3 bedrooms all over my body, and I lie down at the foot of the couch. And you could see that they were in shock, but eventually the shock wore off, and I'd go, okay, you want the plush going through here, down the hall, does it end at my nipple, or do you want the heart twist to go into that first bedroom? Eventually, the whole family's got their fingers on me, and they're all pointing, and I was doing things. So I would be doing it, just not for fundraising, just not for, I am what I am, and I do what I do. It's just that I get to do it. I cannot believe nobody's more thrilled, excited, and, honored. In fact, especially when it comes to evenings like tonight. When you talk about tonight, when you, all kidding aside, when you talk about the seriousness of what this foundation does, the United Jewish Appeal, and how many lives it touches, and how important the work is that has been going on for almost 100 years with this organization, and when they can, thank you, but, I don't know why I'm thanking you, but it is amazing, and when they can ask me to show up, to do everything that I got thrown out of every place I ever went to, and they say that would be helpful, I feel like I'm the one that's honored. I feel like I'm the one that should be giving back. This is so amazing. You don't know how much this makes my night and my year. You people are great. I hope you keep up the work. So I hope that answers your question. I don't know that I did. You're welcome.
Welcome to this special edition of I'm Every Woman TV, live from the Canadian National Exhibition with your host and creator, Janette Burke. Now, I'm here to cover the CNE from a woman's perspective. Maybe you haven't thought about that before. Maybe you think of the games and, the big games that men go and they try and win like stuffed animals for you or whatever they do, but maybe you've never thought of the CNE from a woman's perspective. So today I am going to take you on the inside of the CNE, show you various buildings, various shows, all with a woman's touch. So stay with me. Hi, it's Janette again from I'm Every Woman TV, and we're so glad you're with us. Now, we're taking a look at the exhibition from a woman's perspective, and right now we're at a psychic booth, and we are going to go in and talk to the head psychic, Ruby. Now, as you can see, women love having their fortunes told, and that's what makes this booth so intriguing. We have cards on the table, we have crystal balls to examine our future, and we're going to be talking now with Ruby. Ruby, what makes women so attracted to knowing their destiny?
Well, because it's so curious, it's interesting, and women are always interesting in following their intuition, their gut feelings, and they'd like to confirm if this is what's going on. Also, a lot of women multitask a lot of things, such as work, career, family, and anything that can help them to understand what they're going through in their emotions and feelings and to confirm certain things that's happening in their life, then this is what the tarot cards do. Tarot cards talks about career opportunities and what steps to move forward in and what steps to be careful from.
Hi, it's Janette again, and this time we are in the the Arts and Crafts Center with the very talented artist, jewelry artist, Daniel Pollock. And Danny, we're here today talking about what women love at the CNE, and obviously jewelry is something women love. So what inspires you to create jewelry for a beautiful woman?
Well, when I first did it, I actually didn't do it for anybody. I did it for myself. And then that's just the idea that if I'm going to do something proper, I have to love it first. And then if it so happens that the woman can wear it, she looks good in it, and she loves it, lucky for both of us. So even now, even after 32 years of doing it, I still make it for myself first. And then it doesn't seem to be a problem having women love it because, well, 32 years later, I still sell ridiculous. They love it.
Hi, we're back, and it's Janette again, and thanks for staying with us. We're showing the CNE from a woman's perspective, and I walked in the Arts and Crafts building, and I couldn't help but notice Carrie Root, carrieroot.com, who is an artist that designs art for women. So please, Carrie, tell me, where do you get your inspirations from?
From everything that I've loved since I was a little girl, starting with Barbies and paper dolls, and then moving to black and white movies were my favorite, although I love Technicolor as well. Then probably on to current Japanese anime style and illustration. And it's kind of a combination of all of those things, all of those influences.
And welcome back to I'm Every Woman TV, special segment, the CNE, Canadian National Exhibition from a woman's perspective. And I'm your host, Janette, and thanks for being with us. So everyone knows that women just love Johnny Depp. In fact, they named him one of the sexiest men alive in People magazine. So I have the honor of talking to one of his character roles, Jack.
Captain.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Not a problem. A lot of people get a little bit confused because I don't technically have a ship at the moment. It's been waylaid by some other scoundrel other than myself. But it's an easy mistake to make, don't worry.
Okay.
Fire! Cool J is hard.
2, 1, go.
And welcome back to I'm Every Woman TV, live on location at the Canadian National Exhibition. And we're doing this segment from a woman's perspective. Well, I don't think we could have a better woman's thing to show you than these lovely group of Frenchmen named Cascade, who were performing in movies and theater and in England on America's Got Talent version in England with Simon Cowell. Anyway, let's talk to Cascade themselves. These guys are trained acrobats and dancers, and I'm going to interview each one a little bit separately, and we'll ask them some questions just for you ladies. So let me pass the mic over to you. What's your name?
Amadeo.
Amadeo. So, bienvenue au Canada.
Merci beaucoup.
Bienvenue.
Thank you.
Now, the big kahuna, Frankie Avalon.
I'm Every Woman TV. This is Janette. We're live at the CNE with Frankie Avalon.
Hi, Janette.
Hi.
And I love the title of your show.
Thank you so much. You will like the song, I'm Every Woman.
That's great. I love that. Love women, of course.
I know. And actually, one of the reasons why I don't have 2 minutes with you right now is that I wanted to interview you is because you are a playwright, an actor, a singer, and a former teen idol. And, you know, women still love you. All women still love you.
Well, you know what? We grew up together. It's like a friend, you know. It's like the boy next door. They're that kind of a guy, you know. And it's been wonderful because they stayed by me, which is great.
And I was wondering, what is the craziest piece of fan mail you have ever received from one of your lady friends?
Well, this is television, isn't it?
Right.
Well, no, I can't say that.
Oh, sure you can.
No.
We're not governed by the
No.
CRTV. No?
No.
That
A lot
bad?
of crazy stuff, you know.
Uh-huh.
But,
Something crazy
all,
in the mail,
all in good.
a present.
But lots of stuff, you know. No panties or any of that stuff.
Okay, I guess they saved that for Tom Jones. And a lot of people don't know that you also have a very good business and marketing head, which I have to compliment you on because I, too, have a marketing background and media background. And you have products that you sell, health and food products, on the QVC, which is a shopping channel network here in Canada.
Right.
And I would like to ask you, what inspired you to have health products and food products? Was it any women in your life, your mom, your grandma, your
Jeanette,
Italian background?
No, Jeanette, I've always been the kind of a kid. Growing up, you remember the comic books when we all used to read comic books and all that stuff, and they would come up with little things that you'd sell, you'd send away for. And I was interested in all new kinds of things. And when I started to get into the vitamin business and herbs, I started taking those about maybe about 50 years ago. So people would ask me all the time. People would write to me, what do you take? What do you do? What do you kind of vitamins? What kind of herbs? So I said, you want to know something? I think there's something here that I should share with the public, and I did, and I went on the shopping channel and told everybody about it, and they responded, and I started a business. And then I got into the food business because I'm not a what do you call it? I'm not a chef. I'm a cook, you know. And I got a lot of kids and a lot of families, so I love to cook, and I'm Italian, and I love the Italian cooking, and that's how I got into that business too.
Well, I think that's great. I have one last question for you because I think we're running a little bit at a time, and I don't want to monopolize you. So in 2009, rather, you had the opportunity to be featured on American Idol, and you were a mentor. And I would like to know, who do you think was the greatest mentor to you in your life?
That had to be Nat King Cole. And I loved Frank Sinatra, and I loved Sammy, and I loved all those guys, and Dean. But Nat really took me under his wing and really worked with me, and I'd go and watch him, and I'd see his style and his talent, and saw how he would pick and choose material in songs and how he would approach the audience. So he was really my guy.
Hi, it's Janette here from I'm Every Woman TV, and we are at the CFC Norman Jewison Barbecue for TIFF. It's an annual barbecue, and I'm here with Emmanuelle Vaugier. I'm sorry I said that wrong. Emmanuelle's a pretty big actress. Tell us some of the things you've appeared in.
Well, right now I'm doing Lost Girl. We're in our 4th season, and that doesn't premiere until November. And
Hi, we're back at the Canadian Film Institute's barbecue, hosted by Norman Jewison for TIFF, and I have a treat for you. We have a wonderful ballet dancer. I'm going to let him introduce himself to you and tell you what it's like to be a male ballet dancer lead in a pretty dominated female industry.
My name's McGee Maddox. I'm a first soloist with the National Ballet of Canada. Being a ballet dancer in a predominantly female-dominated world is it's very hard. Takes a lot of focus and patience, but it's also a lot of fun. And I'm really enjoying the work that I'm doing right now.
So speaking of the work that you're doing, what are you in now? What's your latest thing happening?
Well, first up this season at the National Ballet, we have performances of Swan Lake starting November 9th. And then after that, we have performances of a project called Innovations, which is 3 world premieres in one evening of 2 Canadian choreographers and
Hi, and welcome to I'm Every Woman TV. I'm your host, Janette Burke.